Greetings everyone and welcome back to Rimworld and of course to Marble Hearth. Now, in the last episode we had some trials and tribulations. Quite a lot went on, and not least of which the sad but almost inevitable demise of Regery died to a food binge, lost their head to a food binge specifically. The first loss in the colony, and quite heavily felt. We're already seeing people popping in there from time to time to visit the grave. We definitely want to get a tomb set up for them. But overall, we actually did manage to achieve some pretty big milestones, not least of which the defeat of our first mech attack. Again, mechs, a pretty high threat with combat expanded, so very glad that no one perished there. Now, before I dive into things, I'm just going to address that I might still be sounding a little bit different because unfortunately the crown I just had fitted has already chipped, and that is also why this episode is going out a little bit later than expected. My jaw is in quite a lot of pain, and I am taking a few rather more powerful than usual painkillers to manage that. So I do apologize if there are any obvious slurs here or there. Right now, my mouth feels like an alien world, and my tongue is very busy exploring all of the mysteries inside and trying not to cut itself on the chipped tooth. Hopefully this will be resolved in the next day or two. I've got to wait till Monday, unfortunately, in order to pop back to the dentist, but fingers crossed it won't take too long, and this will be the last time that we have to talk about such things. Right, in between episodes, I have made one very minor change, and that is I have set up a production order to make replacement airwire headsets, as unfortunately Periapsis is the only colonist in the colony who's wearing tattered apparel, and that is the airwire headset, sadly. So I have set up a new assignment for them. They're no longer just going to be wearing civvies, and I'm not going to micromanage them putting on the airwire headset or forcing them, since it does degrade just from being used. I have set up specific mechanical apparel policies, both civvies and combat gear, and the major difference here is that the mechanicals will not wear something that will interact with the strapped layer of their head or their left or right ears, which is where they would wear the airwire headset, and they are also required to put one on as soon as one is available. We will be dealing with that shortly though. Now, the big jobs for us to do today: continue clearing up around the place. Obviously, we want to get a tomb up and running, but also I would very much like to finish the manse and get Periapsis properly signed in as the leader of the colony. Now, in regards to comments on the last video, Filthy V actually had a fantastic suggestion. That was that instead of converting, then attempting to recruit our prisoners, they find that it's better to first lower will and resistance, depending on what you're going to be doing with the prisoner, and then convert them, because once the resistance specifically is at 0, you can immediately then try to recruit. So they first get their resistance to being recruited down as low as possible, then work on converting them, which can take some time, and then when that's done, there's very little time between them being converted to the ideologian and being recruited, which saves the possibility of what happened to us with Tita. That is that their mood was so low that they had a mental break, and that caused them to switch out of the ideologian, which for us is particularly bad because the Triarch Covenant do not particularly like those who switch from the Triarch Covenant. Once you're a member of this group, it's kind of frowned upon if you should ever become an ex-member. Ex-members of the Triarch Covenant not well liked. No apostasy, please. Now, I'm going to let our peeps get a little bit of work done here and there. We've got a fair bit of crafting to be done, and we've also got a harvest or two on the way, and I will bring you back, hopefully, to the manse being ready to work with. Well, this is not expected. A trade caravan from the Empire, basically the Imperial tax collectors, have dropped by, and they have been deciding to leave quite some time. In fact, half of them, a very small amount of them, not even remotely half, have decided not to leave, or at least they're making up the decision right now. But someone just went down, and I'm not really entirely sure Why exactly? They had a bruise. Did you have a social fight? Yes, you did. And someone else managed to put you down for it. Fair enough. Well, these things are now mine. Is this biocoded? I don't believe it is. Well, that is also mine, as are all of these and that too. I mean, you know, if you decide to have fisticuffs in my home and then get knocked out, well, that's entirely on you. But let's get all of these things in. Teat, unfortunately, decided to have another berserker rage, and that has caused some issues. You have a medical emergency? No. No, that's normal. We just took your blood away. Also, it took Periapsis an entire day to treat them, and I am not joking about that. From the beginning of the episode to sleep time, Periapsis spent tending all of the wounds. I will say, one thing about Teat's Berserker Rage is it does mean Periapsis is getting a lot of opportunity to level up their medicine, which I'm definitely okay with. Looks like Periapsis is currently working on the Airwire headset, which is fantastic, and now that that is made, I can happily go ahead and clear force there, and hopefully Periapsis will immediately go and, when they wake up, they will go and take care of all of that. Now, we are still waiting on a bunch of blocks to be done, and unfortunately, that's going to take us a little while, as right now, I kind of need these blocks to be gotten rid of. That being said, we should actually get rid of all of that slag as well. So I need a bunch of these blocks brought in as soon as we're able, and as soon as we've got enough marble blocks, I will seal off this wall and then break in from this side, and we will finish off the mats, hopefully before too long. Ooh, Eli, what's wrong over there? Uncontrolled for 0 hours. Where is Periapsis, and what is Periapsis? Ah, Periapsis just took off the AY headset. There we go. We're just swapping over. It's fine. There was a little glitch in the matrix, but nothing anyone needs to worry about. It has happened at long last. Teat has finally joined us. Oh my lord, not a moment too soon. I don't think we could have handled another berserker rage from you. Little Eclipse is continuing to be spoken to softly by Rizel, who seems to have a particularly special way with words, and is already down to 7.6 resistance. Now, Teat, my goodness, have we got a room for you to sleep in? We do not, so I'm going to need to once again make use of this little spot out here. In fact, I'm just going to throw these beds down there for the time being, just in case Little Eclipse gets converted before we manage to get to the iron blocks. You may notice that I've expanded things out. We need a little bit more room for our weapons, but it is time for us to get a subcore encoder. This is going to allow Periapsis to manufacture the subcores needed to gestate some more basic mechs, and considering that Periapsis is currently able to control 9 and only has 7, I think the next 2 will be 2 Militaurs, though I am also considering the possibility of getting another Constructoid to help Bubbles. Bubbles is doing the vast majority of all the building work. Eelstar does like to pitch in where they can, but Bubbles ends up doing most of it because Bubbles doesn't need to do annoying things like sleep or stop to eat, etc. So maybe having a friend to help Bubbles along will get our construction jobs done even faster, maybe even the important ones. But for now, we need to find out who Teat really is deep down inside, and also set them up with some proper schedule. So give me just a second. Everyone, please say hello to Aquatami and welcome to the colony. Now, hopefully you're not going to have a mental snap before you manage to get equipped, get yourself all happy, grab some food, and generally patch yourself up a little bit. Hopefully that's going to restore your mood a little. We will see. Your happiness with the Triad Covenant is not the best right now, but it will hopefully get a little bit better as we go through. Your wounds are healing, which is great. And it looks like your mood is starting to increase. Fantastic. Right, recreation unfulfilled. You're at least getting that all sorted right now. Dewdrop's getting a little bit of researching done. Okay, well, that was a good bit of progress. And the big thing with Teat, or rather Aquatami, as they are now known, is Aquatami is eventually going to take over the doctoring role from Periapsis, I think, since they've actually got a passion for it. And that means that they are going to quickly rise rise the ranks, but right now periapsis is still the best, and with something as important as doctoring, I would rather the best person do it if they are available, but if they are not, then the next best person would be a good substitute, and then it goes down to whoever, just so that we've got someone who can patch someone up in an absolute pinch. But outside of that, Aquatami is actually going to focus on wardening and childcare, since they actually have quite a high social. Now, again, that's why we had them earmarked as the Oath Druid, but their apostasy, I don't think anyone would be able to take them seriously from that moment onwards. But finally, Aquatami is actually quite skilled in crafting, so it's going to be very good to have someone helping around in the crafting room. We're starting to get to the point now where we've got enough hands that even with 2 researchers, there's always something going on, and that is being a massive help. You may also notice that I am switching up the shelving here to slate, because we do have quite a few flash storms in this area, and having the shelves get hit, well, it's just annoying, really. So making it out of a fire safe material will hopefully go a little ways to helping out there. Now, I notice over here that we finally have the subcore encoder. Now, it's going to take quite a lot of components and an awful lot of steel, but make me 2 basic subcores, please and thank you. How many components do we have? We've only got 3, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. Do we have more to get? Ooh, we do not. Maybe I will suspend this for now then, so that we can preserve those components for use in repairs. Okay, we may need to gear up, ready for a little bit of a trip out to do some trading much sooner than I would have liked then, unless I can espy a little chunk of components hidden around here somewhere, and I don't think I can, unfortunately. Oh well, I guess it's time for us to start seriously considering getting out there on the map and finding out what our allies might want to trade for. Now, we've got a couple of items here and there that would be useful for this, and if I send periapsis, then periapsis would be able to take 2 of the haulers, and they would be able to haul quite a lot in place of a pack animal. That might work. Now, let's see where the nearest trading settlement is. Okay, looking at our options, the nearest settlement that we are likely to be able to get components at is 5 days away, as we can sadly not trade with Magukrok, as well, we may have been harvesting one of their people for hemogen packs, but mind you, they raided us first, so we wouldn't have been able to trade with them anyway, but still, that certainly hasn't helped matters. So given that, I think what we're going to have to do instead is possibly go for a comms console. Now, it's kind of a shock that we haven't already built one of these, if I'm perfectly honest. It should probably have been one of the first things we got up and running as soon as we had the means to, but if we can put this together. Now, we don't have enough unfortunately enough components for it, but I may be able to salvage some from some of the debris around the map, and if not, then we can start digging some exploratory tunnels in order to find some, and if not, then there is one last place we might be able to find them, and that is in the Ancient Danger over here, which would be a little bit hairy to try and get to. Still, probably worth it in the long run. So leave this with me, and hopefully when you return, it won't be to us having to crack open the Ancient Danger. We will see. Okay, so our second mech drop has occurred. Another psychic ship. Now, I have been preparing some plans. We have gone to the point where we're starting construction on the mans. I am fantastically excited about this. But you may notice down here as well, the periapsis has started work on making some plate armor. That is going to be a huge help for us, considering the second part of my plan, which was to bring you back to us sallying forth and taking on a component worksite just out here. It has 35 components there, and that would be very, very, very attractive to us right now. However, this is going to take priority, obviously. Now, there are a couple of things that we need to be aware of right away, and also one last thing is I've been making some travel food specifically to take folks out to hit that work site. Now, issue here. First and foremost, there are 5 Minotaurs with shotguns. There is 1 Lancer and there is 2 pikemen. Are they the only enemies here? It would appear so. Okay, well, this might not be too rough for us to deal with then. But there is one small problem, and that is fire now hurts mechs. Unless there is something different that happens with regards to mechs that fall from the sky, that may be a problem for us. No, it doesn't look like you're taking any damage, so maybe those fires are not going to be the ones that we need to worry about. All right then, well, we've got some things that we need to do. Do we have a decent enough area where we can attack from? Not really. I mean, I could sneak up right there and launch the attack, but I don't think that would be too wise. All right, we have got a lot of slate blocks. You may notice I've been laying down some paths just so people can move around a little bit easier. But I think we're going to throw together a small fighting bunker over here. It doesn't need to be anything too elaborate, but obviously the more it can protect us from the mech's attacks, the better. Now I'm going to lay down a little bit of a plan. It does not need to be elaborate. We're not looking to have a permanent fighting position here. I'll probably pull the walls down eventually, but for the time being, let's see what we can do. Periapsis, as the only pistolier of the group, is going to be the only one throwing a grenade, and I think that seems reasonable. Can throw a grenade from here, hopefully stun this group over there while I move Periapsis Minotaurs to the back down here along with a couple of the other mechs. Maybe keep 1 or 2 back here to safeguard Periapsis. Once the grenade is thrown, Periapsis is simply going to retreat and the guarding mechs will then block the way whilst the attacking mechs will engage the Minotaurs down behind. While all of that is going on, hopefully I'm going to be able to get some of the worker mechs involved in engaging these mechs down here, but all of our others will be firing from up here. Eelstar, for this engagement, I'm going to need you to switch over to the Mossberg because that is the only weapon that we have presently that can fire EMP shells. So this is going to be incredibly important to us. Now, the big hope is that getting this close and constructing isn't going to upset the mechs down here, but we will soon find out. Perhaps if it's only bubbles, the mechs won't detect any life signs and thus won't become active, but who can say for sure? Oh, okay, never mind. Eelstar decided to test things out with their face. Well, very well. Thankfully, Rizel is helping out a little bit with getting the trees down here all chopped, getting a little bit of hunting in as well. Please don't shoot around the mechs that are sleeping. Let's let them sleep until the very last moment, please, and indeed thank you. Okay, the psychic ship, as if detecting the danger to itself, has driven the local animals mad. So Eelstar, thankfully, was on the way down here and can help Bubbles a little bit with taking those out. Thank you very much, Eelstar. If you could finish them both off as well, that would be absolutely fantastic. If you could finish that one, then finish this one, and Bubbles can get back to a bit of their work down here. There we go, marvelous. And you can haul one back if you particularly want to. Oh, never mind, you can help Bubbles by moving things around. But okay, the structure is coming together. I've also cleared away some of the plants that were just outside as well, just to make sure that oh really, are you going to be too afraid? Oh, okay, fine. I will go ahead and haul urgently these, and I will have Bubbles get back to work down here. There we go. I don't think any of our colonists are going to get involved here. Ooh, Little Eclipse's resistance has been broken. That is actually extremely... Oh, no, Eelstar, why? Okay, well, that is going to happen, I suppose. Low psychic drone is only going to get worse, though, so I'm not sure how we're going to do with this. Nevertheless, we do need to do with it, so getting more blocks ready so we can send them on down. It's a shame that that has affected Eelstar, as they're one of our best shots, and they were going to be very, very important in the defense of the colony. But maybe if we can get Little Eclipse back on board, then at least we won't be a man down from what we were expecting to have at the very least. Little Eclipse has finally returned to the fold, and not a second too soon, I might add. All right, well, Little Clips, I'm going to have to set up your work schedule, but everything else should more or less be where it needs to be. Indeed, we're getting you everything you need. You're going to arm with the Mossberg. All right, well, that is going to be perfect for us then. We're still going to have a strong lineup of EMP-capable fighters. Now then, Periapsis, how long... the problem with plate armor is it takes so bloody long to finish making that I'm not sure we're going to have time for this one. So as soon as these final walls are ready, we are going to be launching our attack. I'm not super happy about this, and I'm sure Little Clips is going to be a little bit upsetty spaghetti, is that being the first thing that they're expected to take care of once they let out of prison. But yeah, there we are. You should have gotten yourself in prison in the beginning. So Cassandra just decided to deliver us a bunch of jade just as Eelstar stopped being depressy spaghetti, and I can only assume that at this point Cassandra is trying to bolster the wealth of the colony so that she can justify sending much bigger threats our way. Nevertheless, I will happily accept, said Jade. Let's bring that on in, and maybe we could even get Little Clips to work on some of that, as one of Little Clips's desires is to be an artiste. And since I've kind of got all of the other jobs heavily covered here, I'm not at all unhappy about having Little Clips focus on that. And maybe there is something to be said about the particularly joyous individual in the colony being the one responsible for making most of the art. Hopefully we'll get very, very happy pieces. Wow, okay, I can only assume that mining right next to a WAG is not exactly the nicest thing. And what on earth just happened here? Periapsis and Rysel both got the little light bit of sparring before the inevitable inevitable fight with the Mechanites. I get you. Some might have said that was a social fight, but I know better than that. Rysel and Periapsis would never have fisticuffs unnecessarily. This was clearly combat training. Okay, everyone just finished re-equipping. The Psychic Drone is up to medium. We really cannot wait any longer to deal with this. So I think what we've got right now is all we're going to be able to take with us. I would like all of my peeps to rearm themselves. Same for my mech. Oh, does that only affect one of you? Same for my mechs. Please arm with EMP. There we go. Everyone should now be ready. Let's just double check. No, Eli, let's make sure that you are correctly armed. There we go. That's perfect. Right, Periapsis, I want you to equip your grenades. Equip EMP grenades. There we go. And everyone should be ready to go. All right, let's get down there then. Now, we're going to have to try and take this as carefully as we're able to. Periapsis, bring both of your groups with you, please, and thank you. Actually, Periapsis, if you could take this route through the cave. I know you've got to walk past the pollution. I know it's not nice, but it is what it is. Oh, fantastic. You fully healed. That is actually great news. Right then, let's get everyone in here. Now, my big concern is that this is not going to offer us, extreme sightlines on everything. So I'm going to need to pick my targets very carefully for this one. Periapsis, I'm going to want you stood here, ready to engage. Now, the big question is what we want to fight. And that is going to come down to the mechs. Or rather, specifically, what I want the mechs to fight. Let's draft everyone. Let's try and grab... Okay, let me just grab Group 1 mechs. Group 1 mechs, move it up. Group 2 mechs, move up and along. I want to get everyone in position. Now, who's going to be fighting what? We've got 5 civilian mechs. There are more than 5 Militors. I feel that taking out these big threats is a higher priority than anything else, but the Militors can certainly pack a wallop. They're not to be underestimated. Now, Big Al and Eli are going to be far more dangerous if they're afforded the opportunity to attack from afar, or just from close, actually. So I'm going to say I want Silent Psychopath to disable this pikeman. I want Encrypt to try and disable this one. Plumber Smack. Actually, Bubbles, I think you're a little bit more hardy. I'm going to move Sound Sphere and Plumber Smack down the back. Now, from this position, let's move some peeps back. I feel that engaging you is going to be a very high priority. We're, of course, going to be running this in regular speed, so let me just change the speed there. But now, I would love it if the first thing we could do is take these out. Might not happen, but we will try. Fire. Looks good. Duck back inside. Oh, that is not good, actually. All right. Encrypt, need you to maneuver yourself over here. Silent Psycho, move down there. Go, go, go. Okay, 2 of them are down. That's actually not too terribly bad. Right, want you to engage there. Eli, Big Al, need you to absolutely eliminate this. Pretty much everyone, if you can, fire on this. I'm not sure if everyone can. You cannot. So you fire on this one. You can, you cannot. You haven't got the a good sight line on it, so go for the Lancer instead. I do not... Oh, God, what just happened there? Aquatami. Okay, well, you're fighting at range. It's going to happen. Our goal here is to try and take everything out as quickly as we can. Plumber Smack is already down. Oh, damn it. Plumber Smack, I didn't tell you to engage. My bad. That is entirely on me. I was so focused on the higher threats that I did not allow you to get involved. Encrypt is down, but one of the Minotaurs over here... one of the Minotaurs is down. That's good. See who is fighting at what with what. Have you got a sight? You have not got sight. So go for that one then. There we go. Everyone who can should be aiming. If you're not reloading, I want you to be shooting. And if that isn't happening, then we need to change something. Periaps has lost control of Bubbles. Bubbles has gone down. How did Bubbles go down exactly? The Minotaur's shotgun slug. That is going to happen. There is a Minotaur engaging. Yep, there we go. Death to Eli. Right, that one is down. Fantastic. We need you to move over and engage. Want you to move down, take cover. Right, you've got a sight. I want you to take on this Minotaur. It's not being prohibited from engaging by anyone in particular. Okay, never mind. You haven't got a good sight here. See what we can do. If you can get around the side here, in fact, if you can just move over a little bit, it'll force them up, which would be ideal. Right, where are you going right now? You have taken cover there. Are you out of range? You are not, but you are at the extreme range of a shotgun. This isn't ideal. That is down though, which is perfect. I may have to come out here. That is not what I wanted to do. Right, you have switched back to... Okay, you're back to buckshot. Switch to slugs. Right. Can you get over this silent psychopath? Is everyone else still firing EMPs? Everyone else is still firing EMPs. Duly noted. Gonna need to make sure that you use... you have more of those in the future. Right, let's watch how this goes. You've still got good sight. You have as well. In fact, both of you... retarget them. Big Al is still currently down. It's fine. Ooh, we still got an... Oh, we do still have another one. Okay, move up to the other side. Let's try and get out of the way. Oh, that is unfortunate. Follow. I can drop an EMP. Well, I would be able to if I wasn't within close range, but I'm going to need you to chase him down. Periapsis cannot be placed in danger here. Have you got sight? You've still got sight on that one. But the others are largely unable to respond here, and that is not good. Okay, that one is up. Take it out. Periapsis is in a position where they can get involved. Go for it. Oh, actually, no, that was the wrong person. Big Al is already retargeting. That's good. I could have let him keep doing that. Now, I want to see these Minotaurs move into firing range of my other troops, if possible. Right, there we go. You should be visible to at least someone. Go for it. Good shot. Ah, silent psychopath. Okay, well, at the very least, I can start throwing grenades. Pop. That'll take you out for now. Finish up. There we go. Well done. We don't need you to move forward. This has been a dire scenario for us. Another one coming around, though. Want another grenade out here if we could. Let's move you up a little bit. You are free to... Actually, no, I want them to move forward just a tiny bit more. Come on, let's see these shots hit, please. Right, they're being dragged across the field of view of a lot of different people. That's perfect. Let's see what you can do, Big Al. Ah, Big Al's taken out. Okay. All right, well, at the very least, we will be able to resurrect. It's just going to take a lot. Never mind, they're already down. All right, we may be able to handle this at this point. Just keep up with the EMPs. I think we have it. Periapsis, I'm so confident now that I want you to switch back to the biocoded M1911 and scooch up a bit. Okay. All enemies are down. Line up. Periapsis, at this point, I want you to prioritize repairing Encrypt, then prioritize repairing Sound Sphere. Oh my lord, the amount of mechs that went down in this. On the plus side, if you're not completely destroyed, we can rebuild you. We have the technology. But it is going to take a lot of resources. This was an expensive engagement. I'm not sure that we're going to get out of this with much in the way of materials coming from the other mechs. But we're going to make sure that Encrypt is back up on their feet fully, and then make sure that Soundsphere is okay as well. Right, I want you to actually go to work right now, Encrypt. Take corpses back wherever you can. Soundsphere will do the same. We need to take this out as a matter of priority. Actually, Dewdrop, you're good to go. Go and take care of your needs. Same with Rizel. Go, go, go. Just do what you can. The rest of you, I want you to switch over to slugs, please. There we are. Eelstar, if you... No, it doesn't seem to do that. The person that you had last selected doesn't seem to change. A bit of a pain. Right, with that done, engage. Oh, this is going to take me forever. Actually going to take forever. Soundsphere, do you think you could help out here? I'm going to have Periapsis just move up. We're currently firing full metal. Actually, is there any reason to use slugs on this? I'm not sure if that actually has any ability to defend. I mean, it's a structure, so one would assume so. However, you know what? Keep with the full metal jacket, and everyone here, please reload to buckshot for the time being. There we go. It's one of the cheaper ammos for us to manufacture. Right, everyone pretty much just attack this, please. Go ahead and just unload into it. It's going to take us some time, but we need to destroy this quickly before it ruins the mind of Dewdrop and Rizel. Now this is where shotguns don't do the best, but oh well. Alright, let's finish this off, please. And right, at this point, Soundsphere, you can back off. Never mind. Okay, so this doesn't actually just straight up break. Interesting. Sorry, yeah, it doesn't explode. I guess only certain large structures explode at this point, but alright. Well, you're in work group. Everyone else, you are no longer drafted. You can retire. Now, this was not a good engagement. It's going to take us quite a bit of time to res all of the mechs. But no one who can't be brought back just through the cost of basic resources died. So, you know, I will take that as a win. Right, in terms of resurrecting, it requires 25 steel, 1 corpse. We should have oodles of steel available, and if not, we can easily acquire oodles of steel. Yeah, that is not going to be a big problem for us to fix. Where's the next oodles of steel for us to gather from? I guess it's going to be in here. Alright, well, Dewdrop is going to have a bunch of work to do as soon as their head stops pounding. And hopefully, I will be bringing you back to the whole crew back together and whole again. Make us whole, Periapsis. Okay, we have managed to bring in everything that was important. There's a couple bits of shredded steel down there, but that's not a high priority. You may also notice that I have been busy trying to build a couple of bridges around the place where I can, as the mood debuff for being soaking wet is nothing to joke about. So trying to make some places where our colonists can cross the river where they need to. But it's mostly for us rather than anyone else. Now, I think we're going to have to abandon the idea of going and fighting the component worksite as much as I would have liked to. We did end up with enough components to build the comms console, though, so it's not as dire of a situation as it might have been. We have just finished researching flak armor. That is huge and extremely welcomed. Next up on the list of things to do, though, is mortars. Let's try a howitzer. Oh, why am I surprised? An 81mm mortar there and a 105mm howitzer? What the heck? Why would we even need that on this map? That is entirely too much gun. But I guess we'll find out together, I suppose. Nevertheless, we have been burning through our food stocks a little bit faster than I would like, if I'm perfectly honest. And at this point, we are way down on nutritional growth. I think we might have enough hay grass. We might have enough kibble to be able to carry us through. I will allow both to be brought over. Kibble first, though, until we need some. Until we need the hay grass. But let's try and fill that with the kibble as quickly as we can. This should be just preferred, and this is low, so this will take from. Oh, actually, this is preferred as well. So let's make sure that that's actually an important one. That way, it'll pull from over there should the need arise. At this point, I'm going to say travel food can be suspended. We just don't have the hands to do all the work that we need because so many of our worker mechs got taken down. So as a consequence, I kind of need everyone around. And the fact that winter is starting does put me off trying to send anyone out on a world trek, even though it's only about a day and a half away. That's still 2-3 days with heavy snow. Right, a mechanic can use the comms console now to summon a Diabolus. I don't think we want to do that just yet. Not until we've got a lot more of our mechs, at least the Militors, back up and running. We are currently gestating mechanoids, so hopefully that won't take us too long, and we desperately need to expand out the sleeping quarters. I might even push it back a little bit, give us a little bit more room, but we at least need enough room for 2 more beds. That would be very much appreciated. And while all of this is going on, Aquatami is getting on with some more plate armor. Very nice indeed. But can we instead make flak now? Let's have a look. What is involved in making flak? A composite helmet there instead of just a simple steel helmet. We've got armor vest, flak jackets, flak pants, composite vest there. Is that different from just a regular armor vest? I'm going to have to look into this. But we've got ballistic goggles as well, and that might not be a bad one to pick up. Certainly for people who aren't mechanators, because they don't need... well, actually, the mechanators mostly use things that cover their ears, so everyone would be able to use these ballistic goggles. Right, let me have a quick look at the actual stats, and I shall bring you back when I've decided on what we're going to be making. Okay, actually, it looks like we are very far away from making composite. What I didn't immediately notice is that it's very specifically saying what it's made of, whereas these are, yeah, you can make it from lots of different things, namely a fabric and steel. This is saying a fabric and steel, and the fabric has to be devil strand. So composite materials, yes, they're much better, but they're going to take some time for us to build up to. So it's not something we need to worry about. And ballistic goggles need chem fuel. We don't have that available. So what we're making right now is armored vest, flak jacket, and flak pants for everyone. That being said, I am not going to tell them to stop making the plate mail, because right now, until they've got the full set, the plate mail is actually going to be better for them, though it does take quite a lot of steel to do. But hopefully we'll be able to build up to that, especially if we've got the steel over there available for us. But now that everyone has made their way in, we shouldn't be too Ooh, that is a lot of wild game for us to possibly turn into our wild game. So I think we're going to need to get some hunting parties out here, more or less right away. Also, how are you guys doing? Hopefully doing well. Where are you going? You're going up through there. Honestly, wise. Bubbles is back. Welcome back, Bubbles. Periaps has just let you out of the gestator with a fresh lick of paint and new hull. Hopefully one that isn't going to get banged up too soon. No storage space. Oh, do we not have storage space for hay grass? We evidently do not. Very well. I'm going to allow hay grass to be stowed. Well, honestly, I could just store it in here, frankly. It's not really that important that we store that somewhere warm. It's more that I just want it to be baled up because it takes up so much less space. So, given that, let's go ahead and... furniture. We want a wooden shelf, and I can just tuck that shelf there, or I can just tuck it in here. I may as well. Let's pop it in there where it's going to be nice and safe. Just make that for hay. But I'm going to make that a relatively low priority, so that way it gets pulled into here as soon as it's available, so that's nice and easily accessible for anyone who wants to use it to make kibble. Now, hopefully, waste packs are continuing to deteriorate. That's not too bad. Animals, though, not great. Could someone haul these? It seems that without encrypt, without soundsphere, without our mechs, this colony just falls apart. No one gets the important jobs done. No one knows what the important jobs are. Oh, fibrous mechanites on Eelstar, Rizal, and Aquatami. Of course, because, you know, dealing with mechs, it wouldn't be enough in and of itself. They have to give us mech COVID as well. Rizal, this truly is not the time. Okay, you know what? That wasn't as bad as it could have been. Rizal fixated her rage on Periapsis. She'll now follow Periapsis around, hurling insults. This happened because of poor mood. They're in serious pain. I can understand being in serious pain. Truly, I can. However, it appears that Rizal derided Periapsis' body. This drove Periapsis into a rage, and he began a social fight. Honestly, the best outcome. I have to be blunt with that one. Way better than the alternative, because it likely means Periapsis was only insulted a couple of times. Once. I've been directly insulted. What an awful person. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I wouldn't like to say anything like, haha, you know, you showed them, but at the very least, you knocked some sense into them, or at least knocked them out of their insulting spree, which is only a good thing, really. Now, currently in the resurrection chamber is a silent psychopath, and hopefully they're not going to be too much longer in there. They're about halfway cooked, so they should be out before long. And who knows who we're going to get next, but I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Plumber's back up and running. But of course, getting the Minotaurs online is going to dramatically increase the safety of the colony, which, you know, we can't overstate. We very, very much need right now. Nevertheless, we are doing a fair bit of mining as things go. Need more components, as always. Where is Rizal right now? Well, banged up, unfortunately. I was going to ask if you could give someone a quick chat at. You try it anyway. Let's see. Can I can't request a caravan. I must be an ally. Unfortunate. Okay, well, that's not happening then. Maybe we are going to have to go for this worksite. How long have we got left? Time left 9 plus 7 days. Okay, let's have a quick look at what the time to get down. 1.89 days. Well, I could send Periapsis, could send Eelstar, could send Dewdrop. They wouldn't be gone for too terribly long. It's probably going to be about 4 days round trip, but hopefully we could bring back a whole heap of food with us. Do we have the materials to make some sleeping bags? Well, as long as no one asks too many questions on where the material for the sleeping bags came from, I should be good. But is that literally all we have? We've got cloth, but I'm reticent to use that because we're going to need that for actual armor. Look, just try not to focus on the fact that your bed has faces on it, okay? We need 3 of them. We won't need much carrying capacity because they're just going to be bringing components back. So this should be enough. We'll see how it goes. Hooray! Silent Psychopath has rejoined the fold. Now, Periapsis, who are you going to pick up next? Oh, there we are. Dewdrop's moving over the last of the sleeping bags. Not the best thing, I'm sure, but well, here we are. Right, there's no time to waste, honestly, because we are burning through the food that we'd managed to build up. So it is immediately time for us to get out there. So with that said and done, I think we're going to go ahead and get everyone together and set up our caravan to get over here. Now, I have very specifically not equipped our pawns with their armor before going because it is fantastically cold right now, and so I think it would be better for them to carry their armor with them rather than equip it first. That being said, it may well be a bit overcautious of me, but still I think this is probably the better move. Now, I can only really afford to send 1 bit of medicine. We're just going to have to hope that we don't need it. Well, actually, no. No, let's send 2. If I were to send all 3, then there's none left for treating the fibrous mechanites, which will be a problem, so I'll just send 2 for now. We're bringing along the human leather bedrolls, and also then we're going to need to grab some other items. I'm going to say take 20 extra buckshot, 20 extra regular shells. Well, yeah, there's two shotgun wielders here, so that makes sense to me. We are also going to want then to take 3 of the plate mails. Now, this is going to slow us down a bit, which is a bit of a problem, honestly, but we'll see what we can do. They should be equipped well enough to manage. We'll also take the Psychic Shock Lance. There is a possibility that we might find someone worthy of bringing back and then hopefully converting them and getting them to join the colony. But that, I think, should be good enough for us to do. The route travel time is almost 2 days. We've got almost 5 days worth of food, so we should be able to get there and back again. It is time for us to go. Now, hopefully, this will not take them too long to grab everything together. In fact, no, they've already done it. Well done, you. Well done, you. Indeed, grabbing all of the food, and I think they're off. Now, which route are you going to take? You are going to go straight down there, straight past all the waste packs. You know what? I'm thinking it would probably make sense then for us to go ahead and plonk down a door right there. Something I can forbid, thus hopefully restricting their movements past this cave. There's an eclipse. Well, hopefully that's a good omen for a little eclipse. We'll see how it goes, though. I notice the bugs are moving around. Ooh, there's a lot of game in there. There is a lot of game in there. I'm a little bit concerned about that. A little bit concerned that might force us to have to get in there and deal with the insects. I'd rather not have to if we could avoid it, but we'll see. The heal route is almost on the way. If only it had been ready just like a day or 2 earlier, then we would have been able to send a bunch of medicine with the caravan. But right now, I think we need to focus on what we've got available right in the here and now. We've got plenty of game, plenty of meat is going to be available for us. And Aquatami is happy to eat raw food, so that actually is taking a little bit of strain off the colony right now. Nutrient paste is the food of choice for the time being, and we are getting a bunch of marble dug up, which is going to be fantastically important, getting the rest of the manse and indeed a bedroom expansion on the go. A trade ship is passing by. They're known as the Suicidal Rhino Securities. I can't say that's the best name I've ever heard, I'm going to be honest with you. Nevertheless, actually, Aquatami, you've got the highest social. Could you please call Suicidal Rhino Securities? Let's see what kind of trade chance you have. You need a powered orbital trader. Oh, is it not powered right now? Oh, I need an actual trade. Oh, sorry, it was saying trade beacon, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, we need a powered orbital trade beacon. Okay, well that is a problem, because that is probably going to require that I use components. Yes, it is. Well, damn. That is most unpleasant. All right, well, we'll have to see if we can't get those components back from the component worksite before they scurry off. Had I realized that that wasn't going to be enough for us, I would have just gone ahead and gone for the worksite before. Okay, our group are almost to their destination. One of the Militaurs has been gestated, or will be let out as soon as Periapsis is ready to go and check on them. Let's go and see. And it was Big Al. Welcome back, Big Al. We've got a group visiting. Okay, well, hopefully you have something to trade. No, you do not. That is a bit of a shame, but oh well. These raccoons are now ours. I accept the offering there. And the caravan has arrived. Okay, let's get in here and check out what's going on down here. Zoom in. Right, let's have a quick look around. We've got some game on the map, which is quite nice. Have they got a turret? They have got a turret right there. One that we probably don't need to worry about, though. They have got some power here as well. Okay, we might actually be able to just get up there, take out the battery. We would have to break this, and there might be something indoors as well. We could always enter on this side first and then go up and around. That might not be a terrible move. I don't know if the turret is going to be able to see us from there. We'll have to see. But all right, I need to get whoever's currently got all of the steel. You need to drop it. Also, drop the shock lance. There we go. Let's drop all of the plates. Right, I would like you to equip one of them, Eelstar. Go ahead, force wear. You can do the same, force wear, and you force wear. Let's get these popped on. And then I think one of the closer fighters can grab the shock lance. And then I want you to pick up the plain leather parka. You can pick up the blue fur parka, and you can pick up the blue fur parka. No wonder that was quite warm for you, that it's blue fur of all things. Right, let's have a look. Are you going to be able to realistically stop me? We need to get into this room as quickly as we're able. Are we well equipped for this? Eelstar, let's have a look at them. What kind of gear have they got? Have they got much armor? Not really. I'm not seeing anyone with any armor yet. Liking the cloth poncho though. No armor. So Eelstar, do we have... no, that should be fine then. We've got hollow point. And buckshot should be good enough on you two. Okay, let's get into position. Have they got any guns? It doesn't look like, so we should be able to actually win this fight fairly handily. All right, let's get down there. Right, are they on the move towards us? No, they are not. I do notice that one person does have grenades, though. That worries me. Concussion grenades. Eelstar, can you focus? Okay, you can't. You're not going to be able to get a shot on them just yet. Okay, let's move up. If you could. I want to be in close enough range that you guys have got some good shots. I would love it if you would focus them. Have you got a shot? No. Let them approach if they can. Have we got a shot on them? Not yet. Okay. Need you to start focusing a little bit better. Let's have a look at you. Gourmand, Misandrist. How are you, Boar? Industrious, staggeringly ugly kind. Undergrounder, careful shooter, recluse. You would not like our colony. It's actually kind of growing a little bit faster than I would like, if I'm perfectly honest. Right. If you could aim at different targets, that would be grand. Well done. Well done. Keep it up. Perfect. Very good, in fact. Now, draw back a little bit, as I don't want the enemies here. Oh, can you not get over there? Draw back. Eel Star, you keep aiming. Oh, fantastic shot. Absolutely amazing shot. Right, let's have a look at you. You're dead in 2 hours. You're dead in 1. You're dead in 2. We have inherited a bunch of stuff. Okay, well, I want them stripped quickly before their gear becomes tainted. If you could do that, I could possibly have you. No, you'd have to chase them down. And we're not really here for them. This is just an opportunity. Go ahead and strip them. There we go. And then everything will belong to us after that. Oh, another one is just popped out and is lagging it. I'm okay with that. Right, everything here now belongs to us. Let me go back to Architect. There we go. This is all ours. Now, I want you to try and get indoors as soon as you can. Let's claim that door. And you can just head on inside. Don't worry about it. Let them go. They're not worth trying to stop. Oh, are they not? Let me just double check. No, they're not worth trying to stop. That's fine. Let's just get indoors as fast as we possibly can. And there's the components. All right. We don't actually want anything else here. I kind of do, actually. That's a lie. But tangling with a turret, not high on my list of things that I need to take care of today. That being said, if I approach from this side, I could get in there. Likewise, I could actually go around the other side completely. That's not a terrible idea. Okay. Let's move out. And over here. We will then claim this and head inside. Who knows what we will find? Might be something well worth the effort. They can try and escape if they want to. One of the animals also went down, unfortunate, but there we are. What do we find? We found some. Are you alive in there? Can I see? I think they look alive. They don't look like skeletons at the very least. But I can't actually see. I'm not sure we should take them. I'm afraid you're going to have to stay. There is a good chance they're already dead, though. So I'm going to just say we reform the caravan here. I don't think there's any particular reason to linger. I will have the group up, though, and switch into their civvies so that they're warm enough for the trip. Let's grab everyone. Oh, actually, I think each person has gear on them. Can I force you to equip that? No, I cannot. Okay, I would like you to force wear. And then you can drop this, force wear. That went a lot better than I was expecting it to. A lot better. That being said, I mean, we've still got to get off the map without dying, but hopefully. Right, if you could pick that up. Likewise with you. I want to very specifically pick these up. They're too precious for me to just leave alone. But I think we should be able to reform our caravan now. Or maybe not. Maybe I have to pick things up and then leave. Or perhaps because the turret is here, that is not letting us just leave. That could be something. Well, in that case, could you uninstall this for me? Can I get you to? You might not be willing to, unfortunately. Let me see. No, Eelstar is the person for that job. Oh, it's because I haven't actually told you to uninstall it. My bad. Let's get on that then. No! Why did you do that? Oh my lord, that almost killed you, mate. Very glad that it didn't, but wow, that was too close. You know what? We can just break this cable here. Deconstruct that for me. Critical risk. Is that disabled it? Or is it reconnected to something else? Can I see the power on this map? No, I cannot. Where have you connected to? You've reconnected over there, it looks like. Well, I mean, as long as we can wait here. Well, I could just leave, but I swear it looks like that cable is running in this direction. I mean, this is clearly still on, so... is there a battery elsewhere? Oh, there might be, you know. That would be very cunning if they'd hidden a battery down here. No, they haven't. Okay. Well, given that, let's see if I can deconstruct this. And see if that makes any difference. Nope. Oh, wait. That does appear to have done something. There we go. And there we are. The area is now safe. All right. Phew. Right, we can reform our caravan now. So I would like to reform caravan and head home. Except everyone is coming along. Trade supplies. Bring every meal you can possibly find. There we are. And all of the medicine, of course. Grab a little bit extra. All right. Sadly, we really can't bring much back with us. So we're just going to have to accept that we got what we came for, and that is the components. Those are the important things. I'll also grab all of those, I guess, since I can. But we're right on the edge now, so it's going to take us 2.3 tiles of movement per day, but we have now increased our food up to 4.2, so that should be fine. So we've more or less doubled the amount of food that we got here with. Right, okay then, well, you can head home right away. Well done indeed. That was a perfectly executed raid. Now, as for back here, I think we are more or less in a good place. We have finished work on the manse back here, so hopefully we will soon be able to look at building out the altar. But for the time being, well, let's just get a lectern on the go. Do you want a marble lectern in here? I think so, sure. Let's pop a marble lectern in there as well. As for the altar, it of course has to be marble. It's marble hearth after all. In terms of the kneel pillows though, no, I refuse. I'm drawing the line, okay? We are drawing the line at making the kneel pillows in the manse out of human leather. Right, plain leather though, that should be fine. We can at least get 2 of them on the go. There we are. And hopefully we can get all of this up and running relatively quickly. A new quest has become active. It's called Mech Cluster with a Psychic Suppressor. Really, Cassandra? A mech cluster has landed not far from Marble Hearth. There's a psychic suppressor machine there tuned to the female gender, and there's a mech cluster. The mech cluster will remain until you send a team to attack and destroy it. Okay, well that is rather awful. So there is a psychic suppressor here. What exactly will a psychic suppressor do? I think it might simply drop the consciousness. We will find, there we are, psychic suppression. Yeah, consciousness max is now 75. It's going to get worse over time, I believe. So we are going to need to go and deal with that, but let's just get people back first. It never rains, but it pours. It has come to my attention that our caravan is immobile. For a very, very large amount of weight. This is wholly unacceptable, and I suspect entirely because of the consciousness drop. I assume that this has had, it's had an impact on moving. I'm not sure if that would really have had an impact on how much they would carry. I guess it does, though. Is there something in here that tells me about that at all? Coordination, reasoning are muddled. Well, I guess that maybe the health of the colonists and consciousness is a big part of the kind of overall health assessment of a colonist. I guess that comes into how much they can reliably move around. Okay, well, this is a problem because there's an awful lot of stuff I don't want to drop. But we're going to have to drop a lot of it. All right. Well, let's have a quick look through here. We need to get quite a lot of weight dropped. Oh, no, please don't tell me I'm going to have to drop the armor. First and foremost, I'm going to drop all of the concussion grenades. Let's get rid of those. We are then going to drop the normal... one of the normal steel knives. And this one as well, because there's a lower... amount on it. We could drop a bunch of ammo, I suppose, but the risk with that is that they've got a long way to go. I could drop the rake up, but that's really not going to make any difference to us. I'm obviously not going to drop the components. This is unfortunate. Okay, we'll drop 1 steel plate, 2 steel plates. There we go. That sucks enormously. But at least the caravan can be on its way now. That is a small mercy, I suppose. Right, well, let's carry on getting things on the go. How are our bots doing? How's everyone doing? Sad one. Oh, no, Rizal, please. Why now? Poor mood. Final straw. They were sick. Well, the person who's meant to pull people's spirits up is now unhappy. Whoa. Why? I was certain I had seen someone leave the map to the... Oh, no. Why are you going up there? The door is right here, you dummy. Oh, God. Maybe I should... okay. All right. They're all angry now. All right. Well... Oh, that's not good. That is surplus to the bad that I had ordered. I would like it to be. Oh my goodness. Okay. Of course they don't have a hive. So when they're woken, I guess I was assuming that they would just kind of be woken up and just mill around. But they are enraged, cocoon, disturbed. How likely are you to survive? Dead in 6 hours. Actually, we might be able to save you. There is an absolutely tiny chance, but there is a chance. If we can save ourselves. And that isn't guaranteed right now. Okay. Man, Rizal being down is a massive blow to us right now. Not gonna lie. Right, first and foremost, I need to know what kind of penetration I'm gonna be needing here. Let's have a look at the Mega Scarab. Very low armor. Yeah, no, extremely low armor. Even our pistol will get through that. What about the Spellipede? We've got, okay, up to 2mm RHA, and every body part has at least 0.37. So at most, we would need 2.37 and at least around 1. Well, 0.87. But what about you guys then? I don't even want to really know, but up to 4. Minimum from 1 to 4. And then the body part is 0.55. So the minimum we would need, if we had a lucky shot, would be 1.55, but the maximum would be over 4.5. All right, noted. Let's have a quick check in on our weapons then. We want to know what kind of caliber I'm going to need for that. Right, for you, Periapsis, it has to be armor piercing. So please load armor piercing. This is something, while it is a lot more micromanagey, I actually kind of like it. And as I get used to the mod, I will get much better at just knowing what kind of caliber I'm going to need for any particular fight. Okay, Slug is really the only one that's guaranteed, but Buck would actually still be okay. For the most part, Buckshot would actually still be okay. Let me just double check you. If we have a look at your... Well, okay, armor blunt is actually really high. Okay, I think for our shotgunners, we're going to need to switch over to slugs. It is deeply distressing that Rizal has decided to go down for this particular engagement. I would also like all of you to switch to your combat gear. There we are. And let's see if we can't get everyone together and ready to go. Also, where are we going to fight? We're really going to want a choke point for this one. If only I had already built something down here, we could defend at that point. But no, this one looks like we're going to just have to defend from this area. I'm thinking either that or here. I mean, that's not too bad. That's 3. We could array behind it and still retreat. Whereas over here, though, we could probably lure them into the doorway and fight there. The only problem is, as long as this door is open, our plants are probably going to be dying. So I'm a little bit tempted over here. I am worried for the animals, though. That is not something I'm super looking forward to. But, also, Big Al, let's get you in the right group there. Insect safe, please. And let's get all of the mechs onto escort mode because we are about to get into a bit of a fight. On the plus side, the insects also like to cross bridges properly. So, well, at the very least, the bear took out one of the mega scarabs. I think the only mega scarab, actually. So, that has reduced the incoming attack force by a very small amount. Which way they... Oh, unfortunately. Oh, no, they're regrouping. That's kind of good. That's kind of not... I'm not entirely sure which way they're going to go. And that does pose some problems for me. I think we're likely going to have to fight them down here, though. So, time to draft everyone. Let's get everyone down here. Quick. Yeah, it looks like the... Ooh, there's 2 going this way. I'm not sure that's ideal. What do I most... This one has been harvested the most recently. So I'm going to say, here is where we go. Let's get Bubbles. I'm actually gonna need the groups to be drafted. Bubbles, let's get you there. You can go in. And I also want group 2 drafted. Let's get you back. Dewdrop, go all in. Actually, we want to be a little bit back from the door. Periapsis, right back there. Where is Rizal? Rizal, please stay inside. It is imperative that you stay indoors right now, Rizal. I think this is going to have to be it. I could have someone pop out just while they're approaching. Maybe get a couple of shots off. Who has got the fastest firing speed? Let's have a look at the ranged weapons. What is the cooldown on these? We've got 0.34 and 0.6. 0.9 and 0.6. Okay, Periapsis stand out. Dewdrop stand out. I think the door is now held open, so I'm not going to worry too much about that one. Take a couple of shots where you can. Let's get Bubbles over there. In fact, let's bring the Militor out as well. Can we take these down fast enough? I mean, we're doing damage, but it's slow going. And I feel that the rest of the group is going to collapse on us shortly. Bubbles, move there. Let's get Big Al out over here. Right, try and focus your fire, please, if you can, on the highest threat. That one's already down. So, don't need you aiming anywhere else. Let's keep it going. Everyone needs to focus fire on you. If you've got line of sight, you do not have line of sight. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, move forward. Big Al, move out. Aquatami, gonna need you down here. Take some shots. Can you get a shot on it? It doesn't look like you can, unfortunately. Can you not? You definitely should be able to see it. The sight lines are a little bit more complicated now. Alright, just focus on taking them down. Let's move Bubbles up. Let's move our Militor up. Aquatami, move behind Bubbles. Just try and eliminate this quickly. Okay. Aquatami can no longer afford to be there. Are they down? I think they are. They might just be knocked over. Can I have you go here instead? Doesn't look like I can. Okay, Aquatami, you absolutely need to draw back then. You can fire on the Mega Spider again. Move back, Aquatami. Well done. Our Bubbles is already down. Makes me exceedingly sad, but it is what it is. Who are you Oh, are you reloading currently? You might be. Yes, you are, it looks like. Alright, well, just keep up the best you can. Want you to go for them instead. Focus fire down there. Right, that one is already down. Well done. Move forward. And let's move Aquatami forward as well. We've taken down one Mega Spider. What? Oh no, is it going for the chickens? Got another Mega Spider down there. It's going to be a little while before we can get to it, I'm afraid. Just do what you can. Just keep up the fantastic work. That one's almost down. It is down. Fantastic. Just focus fire on one Mega Spider at a time. Excellent. It is raging in the animal pen. That is not great. Right, what need to move forward so that Dewdrop can step forward again. Poor old Bubbles, giving her life for the group. Soundsphere is down. Soundsphere, you held out really bloody well. Okay, missing fluid reprocessor called Soundsphere to shut down. Very sad indeed. Let's actually have a look at Bubbles as well. A missing body part caused Bubbles, okay. Front left leg leaving a horrific wound. It looks like you just lost a leg. Oh no, your head was shattered. I mean, that'll do it, certainly. Are you bailing? It looks like you actually might be bailing. Alright. Just keep it up. Right, they're down. I need that to be removed. Encrypt, silent psychopath. Need you over here now. Go, go, go. Everything else here is killable. Finish them off. Finish them off at an incredibly high priority. Finish off. Aquatami, go for this one. We'll just do the finishing off as an immediate. You get to finish off that Spellipede, and then you get to finish off that Mega Spider. Dewdrop, can you please finish off this Spellipede, and then the second Spellipede is apparently in exactly the same tile. There we go. It's a lot easier. Oh, well done, Rizel. You decided to flee outside. I greatly approve of this. Right, go, 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 go. And are you done? You are done. Right, okay, let's get in. Get over here. All right. Dewdrop as well. Please move. I really dislike that the Spallipede decided to have a go at all of our animals, but what can you do, eh? All right, move in. And you follow up. Attack over the shoulder. You should be able to put this down very easily, I would hope. Okay, that was staggeringly bad. Are you still alive over there? You've got 3 out. Might actually even be able to save you on top of everything else. Make this for colonists. Medical. They're not going to like it, but... Periapsis. I actually shockingly need you to get over here right now. Go and try to stabilize Ash. If you can, we will rescue them as well. Okay, is that dead? Oh, yes, it is dead. Oh my lord, we managed it. Bubbles and Soundsphere gave their lives to protect the colony once again. I am more than a little sad that we only just brought them back online and now they're offline again, but that is the way it is. Aquatami Dewdrop, you can switch your assignment back to Civies. There we go. I'm not going to mess with Periapsis right now. Oh, well, actually, I guess I could. They'll take care of it when they have a chance. Okay, and how far away is the caravan? The caravan is, let's see, 2 days away, and it's got 3 days worth of food, more or less. Okay, this, I'm going to allow the bots. Well, actually, no, I'm going to allow Big Al to come along. The rest, you can go back to work, help around the colony, wherever you're able. We're going to have to rebuild a bunch of stuff, unfortunately, in here. But that is just the way it is. I'd like another one right there. And then egg boxes around here. That should do us. Shockingly, the hens and the rooster were okay. I'm quite happy with that. Quest failed. We did not get to Beck Smoke's breakout. Look, okay, we can't help everyone who needs a prison break, especially when we're in such dire straits ourselves, pretty much constantly. You've got 2 hours. 1 hour. Am I even going to get there in time? We'll give it our best shot. I think the stabilize is the best chance they have. Come on. 7. Do it. 5. Just need to... Right, okay. I cannot leave right now. We just need to tend. Tend to Ash where they are. They've got minor hypothermia. We should be okay. Where is Big Al? Big Al is going back. Why is Big Al going back? Oh, Big Al is not allowed down here. You know what? I'm actually going to say that my Militaurs are allowed to go... Well, okay, they can go to Mech Idle, but realistically, the Militaurs should still be with Periapsis, I feel. But all right, we'll see what we can do. If we can get the worst bleeding wounds taken care of, this one, for example, right there, that little X. There we go. I think we're going to be able to save you. Oh, my lord. I'm as shocked as the next person, trust me. Let's get all that right. Where is the mad animal? There was a mad animal, I'm sure of it. It is a mad animal out here. Well, you know what? For the time being, I actually don't care about going out there. Let's just cancel everything. I've got a million other things that I can take care of right now that don't involve dealing with a mad bunny rabbit. Right. Have we finished taking care of Ash? Let's have a watch. Okay. Everything down here is allowed. We're going to collect it all. Of course, Periapsis, I would like you to rescue Ash. You have no idea how close you came to death. You almost killed my colony. You did kill some of my mechs. Perhaps I shouldn't rescue you just because of that. But here we are. We're just too kind. We're too benevolent for this cruel world. Okay, that could have gone 1,000% worse than it did. We've got 2 mechs who need to be resurrected again, but their sacrifice is probably the only reason why our colony is still here. Thank you very much, Bubbles. Soundsphere. You are the best of us. But I think with that last little bit of action, this is where we're going to be wrapping up the episode. So as Periapsis heroically returns with Ash the Stupid, I think that's the end of the episode and time for the time lapse. I really do hope you have enjoyed this episode. It was a fantastic run, if a little bit harrowing at times, and I hope you're looking forward to joining me for the next. But until next time, and of course, as always, do take care, everyone. And please try to avoid walking through the insect traps, especially when you don't need to.